Look up, day or night, clear or cloudy, an invisible infrastructure hums silently overhead. It's a network of machines moving at thousands of miles per hour that underpins nearly every aspect of modern life. From the news you watch to the calls you make to the secret messages passed between world powers, it all depends on them. This is the story of the communications satellite, from a science fiction dream to the backbone of our connected world. The story begins not in a lab but on the pages of a magazine. In 1945, a young Arthur C. Clarke publishes an article in Wireless World magazine. He lays out a startlingly clear concept: place artificial satellites in a specific orbit 22,236 miles up and they would circle the Earth at the same speed the planet rotates. From the ground, they would appear to hang motionless in the sky. 3 such satellites, he theorized, could provide radio coverage to the entire globe. It was a brilliant piece of foresight, an idea so fundamental that this region of space is still sometimes called the Clarke Belt. Before we could build Clarke's vision, we had to get to space. On October 4, 1957, the Soviet Union launches Sputnik 1. It's a simple, beeping sphere, not designed to relay messages between points on Earth, but to study how radio waves travel through the ionosphere. Its launch ignites the space race. Early American efforts follow a different path, experimenting with passive satellites. NASA Echo 1, launched in 1960, is essentially a giant metallic balloon. It doesn't amplify signals, it just reflects them like a mirror in the sky. It works, but the signal that bounces back to Earth is incredibly weak. The first true talking satellite is Project SCORE. Launched in 1958. This is an active satellite, but a primitive one. Tucked inside an Atlas rocket, it carries a tape recorder. It can receive a message from a ground station, store it, and then rebroadcast it on command. Its first and most famous task is to broadcast a Christmas greeting to the world from President Dwight D. Eisenhower. For 8 hours, his voice rains down from orbit, a proof of concept that signals a new era in communication. The real breakthrough arrives on July 10, 1962. A rocket carries a satellite named Telstar into orbit. A joint project involving AT&T, Bell Labs, and NASA, Telstar is the first active direct relay satellite. It doesn't just store and forward messages. It receives a signal from the ground, amplifies it, and immediately retransmits it to another location. That same day, it relays the first transatlantic television signals. For the first time, continents are connected by live video from space. The only drawback: Telstar is in a low orbit, circling the Earth every 2.5 hours. This means it can only connect Europe and America for a few minutes at a time. So how do you fix Telstar's fleeting availability? You go back to Arthur C. Clarke's idea. You need a geostationary orbit. The first satellite to achieve this is Syncom 3, launched in 1964. Unlike its predecessors, which wobbled north and south, Syncom 3 parks itself in a fixed spot over the Pacific Ocean. It's a game changer. Suddenly, ground antennas no longer need to track a moving target across the sky. They can be aimed at one spot and left there. This dramatically cuts the cost and complexity of ground stations, setting the stage for commercial explosion. With geostationary orbit proven, the commercial floodgates open. In 1965, Intelsat 1, nicknamed Early Bird, is launched, becoming the first commercial communications satellite over the Atlantic. Within 5 years, a global network is in place. But the satellite that truly brings this technology into the home is RCA's Satcom 1, launched in 1975. With double the capacity of its competitors, it offers cheaper access. Early cable channels like HBO and WTBS, now TBS, seized the opportunity, using Satcom 1 to beam their programming to cable providers all across America. The satellite transforms television from a local broadcast medium into a national one. Geostationary orbit is a brilliant solution, but it has one major flaw. Because the satellites are positioned above the equator, their signals become difficult to receive at extreme northern or southern latitudes. For places like northern Canada or much of Russia, a GEO satellite sits so low on the horizon that hills, buildings, or even just the curve of the Earth can block the signal. A different kind of orbit was needed for reliable communication in the high north. The Soviet Union develops an ingenious answer: the Molniya orbit. Launched in 1965, the first Molniya satellite follows a highly elliptical path, instead of a perfect circle. Its orbit is a long oval that swings it high over the northern hemisphere for long periods. The satellite spends the vast majority of its time lingering over Russian territory, providing a strong, clear signal for 6 to 9 hours at a time. A constellation of just 3 Molniya satellites ensures that as one is setting, another is rising to take its place, providing uninterrupted coverage for the places GEO satellites couldn't reach. While commercial satellites were changing television and telephony, another, more secretive network was being built. Military forces depend on secure, reliable, and global communications. Systems like the United States Milstar and DSCS, or the United Kingdom's Skynet, are constellations designed for exactly that. These military satellites operate on specialized frequencies, offering encrypted channels for command and control troop movements and intelligence gathering. They are the unseen partners in modern warfare, a critical asset flying silently overhead, ensuring that battlefield communications remain robust and private. Today, the industry is undergoing another massive shift. The dominance of large, expensive geostationary satellites is being challenged by vast constellations in low Earth orbit, or LEO. Companies are launching thousands of smaller, cheaper satellites that swarm the planet, providing high-speed internet to remote corners of the globe. From Arthur C. Clarke's sketch on a magazine page to Eisenhower's voice from space to the live TV signals of Telstar and the secret whispers of military craft, the communications satellite has evolved. It remains an invisible yet indispensable force shaping our world.